Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of Talking with Tyrants. This is King Psycho.
This is Banger.
This is Dan.
Stone.
It never fails.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
So funny.
I was slapping that intro real quick.
Oh man.
And we are here live now.
Yee.
Recording.
In the thick of it.
An energy drink. Yeah. Alright, so man, lots of good things.
How's everybody doing
Lots of good things. I'm doing good,
Living.
man. Yesterday was wicked fun. The drag race.
Yeah.
That was very successful. I'm actually looking forward to doing it again. Hopefully we can get like some fair amount of time of advertisement and get like, you know, I don't know, maybe we can even do it like tournament bracket style. Like we get the entries predetermined, figure out who's gonna race who, and then like make like an actual like visual bracket to show people. And then that way, like as the races continue, you see somebody like climb up into their championship spot. And then like we can even use that for like future drag race events where like people can defend their.
How do you even do that?
trophy.
Is there like a document layout or something in Google that does it for you like that?
Oh, I'm sure there's got to be.
That'd be super cool if you could get a layout like that for the next one.
Leave advertisement to me. I've got an idea.
Well, there you go. Look at that.
All right, sweet.
That was quick. That's coming up with fucking solutions.
Sharp as fast and
everything. So, if y'all can't tell, my voice sounds a little bit more clear. I got this new mic. I like it. Hope you guys like it too, even though you can't see it. But you can't have it, even if you like it.
Sounds good.
But no, I really like it, man. I was just scrolling around because my mom got me this little Amazon gift card for my birthday, and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna use it like to try and find something cheap. And I was thinking like I was gonna be at least spending, you know, 3 digits, and I was just gonna make up the difference. But no, I saw this one. I was like, there's no way. And it was like $40, but I saw like over 1,000 reviews on it, and it was like 4.5 stars. I was like, there's no fucking way. I was like, there's no possible way. So I took like a solid, 20 minutes to scroll through the reviews, and I ended up finding that one link that I posted in our DM of that guy. He just, he does like reviews for random shit, and he did the whole review with the mic that he was reviewing, and it was just super clear and crisp the whole time. I'm like, that's fucking cool. So
it's definitely worth checking out the reviews.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm excited because now that makes a nice like cheaper route for us to start upping our quality a little bit. And then the next step after that, once we all get a little bit of better audio equipment, I want to try and work on getting the setup for the cameras, which like my laptop has a camera set up on it anyways, but I just got to figure out how to do it in OBS, because what I would want to do is like still use our segment intro pictures, but then transition back to us. So it'd be like, incoming Tyranny, it's going to show the image, and then I want it to smooth transition back to all of us. Yeah. So I just got to figure out how to do that in OBS. I know it's totally possible, because like you essentially set up individual scenes and you source those scenes, and then so on and so forth. It'd be a little bit of work, but definitely worth it, so people can start seeing the faces of the podcast. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, yeah.
How's everybody else though? How's everybody doing? Banger stuff?
No.
Dan?
Nothing much.
Good. Just chilling.
Not bad. Had a bit of a productive day.
Waiting for the day that everything opens up again,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so I
that's
can get
gonna
a job
be
again.
in 2021 for sure.
Hopefully.
I don't know,
I mean-
man. The way these people don't follow the mask mandates, fucking, it'll be forever we're on lockdown.
Yeah.
And then for
True.
sure, like we're gonna be like going to work and going to the store in fucking hazmat suits and shit because this fucking virus is just gonna morph because nobody listened. That's like, yeah, now I'm gonna fuck you guys over even more.
Yeah, I think that's one of the major points that a lot of people don't realize. Is like right now, yes, its mortality rate is very fucking low, which I'm grateful for. Still, a lot of people have fucking died. Like we're talking
Yeah.
over 300,000 people.
But the fucking
it only kills 1% of people or less than 1%. Yeah, but that's 300,000,
still
over
a lot,
a quarter
yeah.
of a million.
Yeah.
That's a quarter of a million
Yeah.
people dead.
Shit.
And then the infection and the reinfection rate is fucking crazy.
Yeah, the one good thing
Like
It's
is
right,
every
though.
day,
find out
every
about
day
it.
here so far is another record. Every day we're setting records for our infection rate.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't
And then
know.
just
man.
last night, I'm driving to the store and there's like 4 or 5 different houses on the block just throwing parties, and then, oh my god, I just want to get a paintball gun, and drive by, and just start shooting them with paintballs.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Put on a mask, you fucks.
Right? Yeah.
It's right, though. I mean, it's started to go up around everywhere where we are now. Everyone's going into localized lockdowns.
Yeah.
We've just gone back.
Yeah, it's
into one,
happening
so
all over again. We're
doesn't make-
we're gonna go into lockdown again.
It doesn't make sense to us here, though, because they've said now that like 2 homes can't mix again. So we're coming back to that separation that we were at
Yeah,
like
same here.
weeks ago.
Same here.
But yeah, I can go to the pub with my mates. And go
Yeah,
I
that
can
is
go.
a
I'm
little
gonna
ass
have a,
backwards.
Yeah,
yeah,
have a beer
That
with
is
my
one
mates.
thing
they
that I
just
think
shut down the bars again.
Yeah.
No, they've not done that here yet. I can
Yeah.
still go and sit in a restaurant for 3 hours with people coughing and eating and spitting everywhere, but I can't
Oh
go and
my
visit my mum.
God.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's a bit
Oh
confusing
my
at this
God.
time, but you know, it'll probably get ironed out. You know, we'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we're
I think that's one of
specifically
those
supposed to be
things
doing.
that's feeding the naysayers because of that confusion. Because I think these government officials, these governors and mayors, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. We're all winging it. We're all fucking winging it right now.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, everyone's
but then that
Mhm.
feeds the people that can't see that or understand it, and they're like, "No, it doesn't make sense. I can go to the bar, but I can't see my G-ma. What if she gets run over by a reindeer? It's a conspiracy."
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, anybody that's Southern. That's just my go-to mocking people voice. I love Southern people. I got a little bit of a Southern accent myself. All right, I lived in Texas for a couple years. I'm married to a Texan, so don't hurt me, please. Okay, I love you. But yeah, it's a fucking wild world. I had people really just listened to at least like the masks and sanitary mandates and shit like that from the beginning. At like as a whole, we would have been able to slow it down. You know, granted, it still would have been lurking around and there still would have been cases, but like it's just there's so much controversy and tribalism in the world now that like in the face of a pandemic, this is what happens, you know? It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah. I found out my son's school is per government or like state approval that he's not going in school learning now until October, and that's still pending approval if that's even going to be a thing. So that's kind of crazy. So now he's going to do remote learning starting August 17th, which is just going to make it like now I'm working from home for the next fucking 4 months, you know, again. Yeah, exactly. Again. And I have to be a stay-at-home dad again, like, and make sure that he's sitting his ass down and actually doing his school, like.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like the parents are getting the short end of the stick in this.
Everybody thinks that
whole
we got
thing.
it easy working from home. I've been telling people, nah, trust
No
me, I
way,
would rather
dude.
be
You gotta
at the
be a
warehouse.
teacher and a parent and an employee all at the
Yep,
same time.
all at the same time. I think people really don't understand.
There's no break in between. Nothing. It's just
And it's hard on the kids. They don't understand. So think about having to be
Yeah.
told, hey, Bubba, listen, Papa's got to work. Let Papa work. Like, that sucks for
Yeah.
him. I've had to tell him that so many times. And
It-
that shit breaks my fucking heart, bro. Like, I don't like
Yeah.
that. That doesn't feel good, you know? So it's like,
Yep.
I'm glad some people, I know obviously some people see that, but like it drives me insane when people are like, oh, you got
There's a large
you get
majority
to work
that
from
don't
home.
see it.
Fuck you, dude. Like, you
Just like
have
the people
no
that
idea.
just like the people that are still saying, "Oh, you're so lucky that you're on unemployment." No, dude, that's done.
Yeah.
Now what?
Unemployment doesn't last forever, you fuckwit.
Yeah, doesn't last forever. It's done, and now they're not giving the extra because too many people are quitting their jobs just to take advantage of it.
Well, shit,
Well-
dude. At some places, I've heard of people that like, even they're intentionally doing shit to get themselves fired, whether it's calling in a bunch or doing something
Yeah,
to get themselves
yeah.
fired, and then when they get fired, they're collecting unemployment. Like,
Yeah.
and people can
And
even
that's
do
the
that
biggest-
if their hours are cut. Like, if you get your
Yeah.
hours cut from 40 to 20, they can go ahead and go file for unemployment
Yeah.
for that 20 extra hours. Like, so now businesses are getting like a short end of the stick as well from shady ass
Yep.
people. It's
Yep.
crazy, man. This shit's bringing out like some of the best in people. Like, honestly, TyCo flourished because of this pandemic. Like,
Right?
weird fucking reality, but that's true. We really did. Like, we all had the time to just come in and recreate it. We had the time to invest, So
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like we dove in, and here we are. And now we got our flow. We're feeling it out, and now we'll be able to, maintain this. But it's also bringing out the worst in people. Like, I still can't
Yeah.
believe there's people out there that think it's a fucking hoax. Well, I don't know anybody that's gotten.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or
I have
hashtag
family
where
that
are the
thinks it's a
bodies?
hoax. Yeah.
30,000 people show me the bodies. Yeah, because we just keep them all in one spot. All in one spot. There's a landfill with COVID bodies.
That's what I said too. Like I did it on my family, like my personal Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Said I know there's some of you on here who think that COVID's a hoax, so when you catch it, I'm gonna laugh and taunt you while you're in the hospital.
Damn. So sad.
I'm like, yeah, go ahead, don't wear a mask, man.
Yeah.
But I swear, when I see you on the TV and you're wheezing like these other people who didn't believe it, and they're on the TV now, like, oh, it's real.
Well,
Yeah.
shit, that happened to like a couple of like my preferred podcasters. Brendan Schaub, he's like a good friend of Joe Rogan, and I listen to like that whole network of friends, like all their podcasts, and he was a huge naysayer, like kind of
Yeah.
talking it down, and then he ended up catching it, and he finally had the revelation where he's like, man, he's like, this sucks. I can't see my family. I can't see my son. I'm quarantined in the basement. Now I'm worried that like if my father-in-law comes over, he might get sick. And I'm like, that's what we've all been saying. And you've been over there with your gigantic following like, nah, it's
Yeah.
nothing to worry about. And now you're changing your tune. Like,
Yeah.
drives me insane, dude. Alrighty. Well, we're all alive. I think none of us have actually caught it yet.
Nope.
So we're lucky. We're all dodging bullets over here at TyCo. I guess on that note, though, we can jump over to incoming Tyranny.
Tyrannosaurus.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. We're going to change this picture just for one episode one day. Incoming Tyrannosaurus Rex. It's just going to be a big old, like, T-Rex with, like, TyCo logo eyes or some shit. Just pictures of us, like, looking like we're screaming in its mouth, and it's got us all like reaching out like help. Oh man. All right, so I think I did mention this the last time, but we are now officially 1 week away from the website domain being allocated, and then further from there, probably about a month. I don't want to give a solidified deadline, but I'm hoping a month of rigorous work and effort, we will be able to launch or do a soft launch at least to test the grounds and see what's going on. So I'm really excited for that. It's pretty much next
Nice.
Friday. I wake up, my paycheck goes into my bank account, and I'm going to be purchasing the annual package for WordPress. So That's going to be fun, and once that starts, I'll start divvying out the credentials to our web designers, which is Stoney. Shout out to Beats and OG as well, because they'll be lending a hand, and I will do what my scrubby self can do on the sidelines, while I'm like, wow, you guys make this look cool, and I'm like, I can put text on page. But no, I'm so excited for that, because that kind of does now barrel into what our potential, is going to be for sort of what we discussed yesterday, the bottom of the funnel concept, and is now we can link our external folks to the Discord and link them up to our other social networks, and I think that's going to be extremely beneficial for us. It's really going to change our dynamic at TyCo. What else do we got coming?
Nice.
I don't know, Dan, if you want to cover any of your incoming projects, or if some of those are under wraps still, and then
no, we can talk about some stuff. So like I said earlier, I've had a bit of a productive day, and hopefully by next podcast we'll have a new intro video.
Hell yeah!
I've started working on that today. I will just message about and get some people's feedback on what kind of thing you think we should want to see in that video.
Okay.
But it doesn't have to be too crazy, does it? Because it's just introducing the podcast. Obviously, it's a special thing to us.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be crammed full of crazy things, if you know what I mean. So we'll have a chat about that anyway. But yeah, no, I've just been making myself kind of like I know I've got a schedule for what content I'm making and when things are going to be released, but I kind of wanted to put it in a different form. So I've just made myself a little to-do list about what we're kind of going to expect from the next videos of the top games that we've got in the Discord channel. So for the Minecraft one, the recruiting team can use for, as they're interacting with people out on social networks and stuff, they can pop that video out with them as well to give them a shot of what we're kind of like on that game. And I'm really looking forward to making the Red Dead Redemption video, because I've had some really good ideas about that. And with the tools you've got into using that game, even just like in first person with your HUD and everything off, the scenery in the world around you is just still so amazing that you don't even need a camera. You can just do it as the player. So
yeah, it's pretty wild.
What I've kind of been thinking is I'm going to use a different variety of ways of recording for that video. It's going to be a bit of first person, a bit of cinematic, a bit of some, just free camming in photo mode, just turning like all the buttons and stuff off the screen and just guiding the camera around, that kind of thing. So Minecraft, Red Dead, Sea of Thieves, Destiny, I've had quite a good idea what I'm going to need your guys' help with, and we're all going to need the same dance emoji, which should be good.
Alright.
No more spoilers. Music video.
What? No. I'm down.
That kind of thing, anyway. So
we do to that
we are going to have... So as we know, I'm working through each game individually, but like if we do as well with the Minecraft and the Red Dead one as I did with the No Man's one, I'll cut that time in half, and I had like a week free to just game and just do stuff with you guys, which was good. So It's been a good week as well. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
that's awesome.
We'll bang all them games out of the way, get them videos done for each one, so the guys can use for when they're recruiting, and then we're going to start to work on some other little bits and maybe some long-term projects, like I was discussing in our meeting. See if we can get some more of those videos cracking.
That's going to be really cool. That's going to add like a diverse aspect of content to our YouTube, which is one of the primary goals.
The way the video is going to be, it's like So for like the adverts that we do, it's all action and advertising our event at the weekends. The other videos are going to kind of pander to a different market of GTA movie watchers. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a little bit, like I said, I'm trying to get it as professional as fuck, so I'll make it just look really, really good, and try and get a lot of people engaged in it. Yeah. I think that's kind of, if we can reach out to that audience, we can, start to attract some proper viewers in that want to see content like that. Because I love making content like that, and I want to do something that you can really put our stamp on as well. Yeah, that people will love. So lots of content stuff coming to you soon. It's just a matter of time.
Man,
nice.
So exciting.
Can't wait.
Yeah, dude, TyCo's fucking coming up with big things. Oh.
So looking forward to the Red Dead
Yeah.
release. Looking forward to more Grand Tyrant takeovers and streams.
Oh, that's right. I guess I can utilize this to announce it because I think by the time the next podcast gets recorded, we would probably have already done it. So yeah, wow, good thing I remembered that. Okay, so everybody, August 15th. You would normally think on that day is going to be a Grand Tyrant takeover, while in fact we are going to travel back in time to the Western times, and we are going to take over the takeover with an event called Desert Hijinks, hosted by our very own Beats and Buttons. Now, it's not always going to invade takeover slots. We're just utilizing this method to introduce it. So there's going to be a video coming out hopefully soon that's to display it and kind of show it off and get everybody hyped for it. But then after that, it's going to become a monthly event. So on top of our events that we already have, which is Hunters of TyCo, an achievement hunting format, stream for a couple of our TyCo content creators, and then we have obviously the Grand Tyrant Takeover. I'm personally working on one called Tyrant Play Days. As you know, as the days go on, I'm trying to develop it because I want to make sure we do it right and don't burn ourselves out. And then we're gonna have Desert Hijinks, which is gonna come in as a monthly event. So that's really exciting. I can't wait because that's gonna be cool to kind of start dabbling in that, you know, mess around with some Red Deads.
I might be able to start working on a bit of footage for that tomorrow night if I can allocate a bit of time after Minecraft.
Yeah.
To speak of which, today I got your invite. I went to the Realm.
Oh, nice.
I didn't go far. I just wanted to get on there and make sure that it worked. But yeah, loaded in cool. I took a picture of the big TyCo front sign as soon as you load in.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Wait till you go around the realm, man. That is literally, I don't know. Everybody that enters there is like, holy shit.
That's what I've heard. I've been telling my little girl loves Minecraft. She's been playing it today actually. Yeah. And I said, you know, like, when I get on it, I've heard it's amazing. You can come and have a look. You can't do anything. Don't touch anything. I'll have in the pad, but you can have a look around the screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'll have a look in there tomorrow and start putting some things together.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there's something we could talk about it off the air, but there's something I want to do. Just a little snippet to add to the video. It has to do with Ewoks, and it's kind of a running joke in the realm. Banger knows what I'm talking about. So it'd be really funny to kind of, even if that's just like the outro to it, you just see, yeah, we'll talk about it later because it's gonna be hilarious.
No worries.
All right, well, I guess that will move us on to oh shit, it's the internet, which we discussed a little earlier. We don't have too much. None of us have really been lurking too much on the internet as of late. We'll cover why in the next segment, Games of the Week, because there's a particular game that we're all slowly but surely getting sucked into, like fucking tentacle hentai or something. We're all just getting pulled in and controlled by this one game. I know that was a terrible reference. I'm sorry, my brain's fucked up.
Yeah.
Senpai.
Senpai.
But no. So I think the one thing that we did see, I saw it on the page. I think you posted it, Dan, was about apparently Trump is at it again. Talking about how he's planning on banning TikTok. I haven't checked because he said August 1st. It's August 2nd.
He tried,
I'm pretty sure it's
and
still
then
I think they're still pushing
Microsoft.
for it,
Microsoft bought it out, so he can't ban it.
What?
Microsoft bought TikTok.
You're lying.
What? No
You serious?
fucking way.
Microsoft bought TikTok.
Bro, no.
No.
Yeah, man.
Hold
Why?
on, get that shit up right the fuck now. Microsoft bought TikTok.
There's no possible way they did that.
Oh.
If Microsoft pays $5 billion for TikTok.
Oh, they're trying to. Yeah, holy shit.
Oh, so they're trying. It's not done.
Yeah,
but they're
8 hours
trying.
ago, Microsoft pauses talks on buying. Oh my god. Dude, we live in a fucking movie. This shit's hilarious.
Look at that, dude.
We're in a fucking movie. Oh my god.
And you know it's just to try and spite Trump, which makes it even more hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're gonna spend $5 billion just to say fuck you. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, that's a savage ass troll though. Like, we're gonna troll the troll master. You know, so there's something though that I listened to the other day. I'll see if I can't find the link at some point, but it's an interview with Trump, and the interviewee or the interviewer, I don't know who it was or whatever, but whichever way, he started getting on the topic of like Twitter, and like you would be surprised how genuine and fucking honest Trump is. Like, well, I guess it's not too surprising because he just fucking says whatever he says. But the guy, like, literally asks, he's like, so, you know, do you ever find yourself, you post a tweet and it makes sense in the moment, and then you post it and you regret it? And Trump literally is like, oh yeah, all the time. And then, like, you know, he's like, you know, sometimes you'll even, he's like, where you really get yourself in trouble, he's like, is the retweets. You'll see something, and you go ahead and you retweet it, and then, you know, 5 minutes later, you have a bunch of people calling you, like, hey, did you actually say this, that, the other? Like, he's just so, like, it's hilarious, because, like, you know, his whole presidency has been kind of funny. He's not a great person, but I will give him his hilarious factor. He's a funny dude, and he's a savage when it comes to roasting people. Like, so that's the only credit I give him. Is he a good president? No, not in my opinion. Is he a good person? Probably not. You know, is he a rich sleazeball? Yes, we all know that. But like, he's also kind of funny. Like, but it was just it was shocking though to hear him not get defensive in an interview, because normally he is defensive, right? You know, somebody talks about him and then 10 minutes later he's you know, calling him horseface on Twitter, like you know, so like that's so he's just super open about it. I thought it was one of the most hilarious things, because like just even the way he said it, he's like, yeah, all the time. I'm like, that's weird, that's our president. Okay, we live in this world. All right. There's things you just have to accept.
Other than that, I've not really seen much weird shit on the internet this last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, honestly, man, it's just been...
I can't say I've extensively dug, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only, like, super bizarre thing was just me introducing people to the clip of the monkey grabbing the baby.
Oh my god.
That shit. Fucking... Yandeezy didn't believe me either. I was like, no, it's a real thing. He's like, nah, you're lying. And I was like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
This is real as fuck.
Crazy.
Monkey riding on a motorcycle, grabbing a baby, and trying to run away, bro. Which is kind of scary, because like I feel like somebody trained that monkey to do that, which is freaky. Because like then you got people training monkeys to kidnap, and that's creepy.
Oh yeah,
that's
Right.
So I'm glad we live in America where that shit doesn't really happen. Not like that, at least.
That's crazy too. That little monkey is strong as hell, man. He's dragging that baby so fast.
Yeah, quick. He snatched that shit.
Like, whoa.
It's like
Fucking
asking a kid if they want a
monkey,
piece
man.
of candy, and they're like, yoink. It's fucking wild, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, all the new stuff going on that's really kind of consuming the airwaves, you know? Nothing insane. I think the you know, the quarantine weirdness and shit is kind of like everybody's just sort of settled in it now, so nobody's like going out of their way to do anything to, you know, get their follows or likes anymore, so it's all just sort of normalized out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's our shortest "oh shit, it's the internet" segment. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I have to go back
think
and
so.
compare notes. So normally we go on for a bit with that. So, alright, here we go. Games of the motherfucking week. Alright. So, Destiny 2 has slowly but surely started reeling people in. It's got the wife hooked. Dude, my son is even hooked on watching us play the fucking game.
Hooked.
Like, he'll grab his controller, not turn it on, and sit there and pretend he's playing with us. Like, that's how fucking, like, enrapturing the game is. It's crazy, too, because, like, I think you're really coming in from a fresh standpoint, right? Nobody's really, you guys didn't play necessarily year one or anything like that.
I played the first one. I really enjoyed playing the first one.
Yeah, the first one was good.
I kind of dropped off going on it. I can't even remember why. I think
it got stale after a while. The content really started to fall off, you know?
That's it. I came off and forgot how to play it since then. I've got back on, but I'm getting back into the swing of it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm starting to remember why I like playing the first one.
Yeah, that's one of the things, like, it... In year 1 and 2, I was all about the game. I pumped hours and hours into it in its first couple of years, but like the big down point for that game is like a lot of the stuff we have now we didn't have before. How you have like all the different stats. I think we only had 3 different stats, which was like mobility, resilience, and something else that was like for grenade and melee recharge. So there was like nothing diverse about that. The armor mods and weapon mods were nothing like they are now. It didn't have the system it does now. They were just like simple, like get more of this type of ammo on precision kills or something. You know, it was just super simplified stuff. The content, really, there wasn't a lot. There was one raid. There was, a fraction of the strikes that there are now. Nightfall wasn't as efficient as it is now. And then it was all of that, and people were sticking it out, and everybody was super excited. And the first DLC, which was the one that introduced Mercury into the game, called The Curse of Osiris, they were talking up a big game. They gave it so much hype, and it seemed amazing. But then come to find out, it didn't really add that much more content. It added masterwork weapons, which is still to date one of the most important endgame items you can get. But that was really the only super good thing. The lore was great. I did enjoy the lore of it. But you can finish all of its content and essentially finish everything that you needed to finish for that DLC in about 2 hours. Like, me and a group of buddies literally finished it all in one night. And we're like, hold on, there's no fucking way. And we're like, there's got to be more. Maybe they'll release it in like a week or something. Nothing. Radio fucking silence. And then that's where it dropped off, you know. So then you had a lacking end game, had a disappointment of a DLC. Warmind almost brought it back, but again, it still wasn't enough. And then what the big turnaround was Forsaken. Forsaken brought like a very large group of people back, and then eventually Shadowkeep, which is our current one leading to Beyond Light. And that's like all of the changes that have happened since Warmind have just been so immense that like the game you guys are experiencing right now is nothing like the game I experienced when the game first launched, which is nice though, because like it pulled me back in, you know, and I was like kind of pretty much done with the game. I'm like, fuck this, like if they're gonna not give us content, you know. But it's fun, man. How are you guys all like liking the experience? Like what's your like pros and cons on the game? What are you enjoying? What are you expecting? You know,
I like it.
It's fun.
I'll be a lot more excited when I get some better armor. As long as I'm looking good when I'm out and about doing stuff, I don't mind. To get now, however many times I get killed with what shit going on, as long as you're looking alright.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just up to the bit where I was doing with you the other night, Stone. Doing them bounties on is it Nessus and Isle, and I've done that. I've unlocked the Ingram decoder, so I can do some things.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why you didn't get it, because we both did the same quest line. Because Slendy helped us.
We're in the same.
It let me use the decoder right after.
Yeah, it's weird.
I should have took notes on what the quest was called, so you could have looked for it. I forgot what it was. I think it was something in the darkness, feeling in the darkness, or something like that.
Oh yeah, a light in the darkness.
Light in the darkness.
Yeah, that's the question. One. Yeah,
That's the one you gotta look for. Then lighting in the darkness.
Yeah.
Sweet. I think I'm on path to that anyway.
There you go.
It's pretty cool.
Nice.
And then if you guys keep following that quest line, you eventually open up the recaster, which is the thing to the left of the decoder. And then you get to like focus the umbral engrams from specified loot pools. And then you also get to level up the recaster, which gets you free rewards, gives you access to bounties, and some pretty cheap mods that you can buy. So it's definitely beneficial to finish out that stuff because you'll wind up with a lot more utility. But no,
I'm looking forward to cracking on with it anyway.
Yeah.
I like the beginning of it, how my character, he started where he'd been dead for years and his little guy just found him again. Mm-hmm. So you kind of like, you start where you finish off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Thinking about that too, it's like Guardians essentially are just kind of corpses. Resurrected corpses. It's fucking freaky.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a great game. Beyond Light is going to be bringing a whole different element to it.
I like it. I really like that you don't really have to follow quest lines or anything. If you want, you can just grind out. If you like to grind, like you're a grinding game person.
That's what Banger did yesterday. He was just doing Mayhem and Crucible, which is like doing Crucible matches. The PvP is realistically the quickest way to get your gear to the soft cap, which is 1,000. Because like before 1,000, you're always going to get gear and weapon drops that are higher power levels and like a good substantial amount higher. So if you think about it, if you do strikes or quests, yes, you'll get rewards at the end of those, but those can take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. But if you do Crucible, that can take anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. So you're getting a higher frequency of event completions, and then you're just constantly getting gear drops at the end of those, you know? And then, so you're able to streamline through. So that's how Banger smashed through yesterday, because he was like in the low 900s, and then like 2 hours later, he's like, I did it. I hit 1,000.
Yep. I hit 1,000.
You know, I would recommend as well doing Mayhem, which is like, dude, for one, it's fucking fun as hell.
It's fun and broken.
It's so broken because all of your abilities, your grenade and your super regenerate stupid fast. So you're in there with a bunch of other players that have the same regeneration. So there's supers going off every 45 seconds roughly. There's grenades everywhere. There's heavy armor everywhere. It is literally its name. It is complete mayhem, but it's really fun. And the matches can end like that. So you smash out a shit ton of mayhem modes, dude, you're in it. You know, you're going to be getting gear at the end, and boom, you know, you're set up.
And that's all PvP, right? Crucible and Mayhem?
Yeah.
Yep, it's all PvP.
Yep. Because, yeah, there's Core Crucible, which is like you have your ranked, which is all the way to the right. There's like the middle line of icons. It's all the way to the right. And it's always survival. So that's ranked. I would not recommend doing that until you're really comfortable with Crucible, because, like, unfortunately, Destiny 2's ranked PvP community is super toxic. Unfortunately. Like, unless you're playing with friends, it's way better. And then you have your cores, which is, like, Elimination, Control, Rumble, which is, like, a free-for-all version. So those are your, like, basics. They're always there. Ranked and Elimination, Rumble, Control, those will be there week to week. But then on the top, you have what are called rotator playlists. So there's 2 of them. And there's one that we have up this week, which is Breakthrough, which is kind of fun. It's almost like a payload-style game variant. It's pretty fun. Like, you gotta, like, control the middle and then hack the enemy sides, like Volt, pretty much. So it's kind of cool. And then there's Mayhem. But those will recycle on weekly reset to another 2 different playlists. So Mayhem isn't always up, but rotator playlists usually have some cool shit. Like there's this one called Team Scorched. I don't know if you guys have used the Scorch Cannon yet in the game, but it's this big old fucking gun, and it just clunk shoots these fucking gigantic rounds out. And so essentially what it is, I think it's a 4v4. Everybody has scorch cannons. So it's it's a chaotic ass game mode too. But yeah, so Crucible is all PvP though. So that's definitely like worthwhile. If you guys are looking to boost and get to the soft cap quicker, I would recommend just blast through some Mayhem or whatever Crucible, and you'll be getting, some good gear pretty quick.
Right.
Yep, and then once you guys get up into the thousands, we can start doing raids and shit with you. Like, we have enough of us at this point. Like, all we would need realistically is like one experienced person, and then we can get all new people into it, or even two. Because I know the lady wants to do raids. I know you guys would obviously want to do raids. That shit's really fun. Those are fun.
Right.
Those are kind of like a weekend thing, though. We want to make sure we have like a couple hours to tick through a raid and teach everybody and get everything going. But yeah,
I'll be down for that.
Yeah, the end game stuff is really, really interesting. But yeah, so I think besides that, obviously we're all still periodically playing GTA, mainly for the takeovers on my end. I've been logging in and doing my spins, but that's pretty much it.
I kind of find all I get from GTA at the moment is the weekly event in stream, and then the rest of the time I'm on it, I'm just like either editing or helping someone with something or fucking around. I never actually make myself any money. I just end up selling
Dude, that's
cards.
how I am. But then when I do make money, I spend it all in 5 minutes fucking with my cars.
Yeah.
I have such a bad habit of that, dude. It just never stops. I'm just always gonna be broke.
Yeah. That's what I love to do on that game, though. Is just do shit and just mess around and take it seriously.
That's kind of how I've always been. That's why it took, like literally, I just hit over 100 a couple weeks ago because, like, back in the day when I would play it every day, like I would just screw around, do random missions. Sometimes I never cared about leveling up. I never cared about being rich. When I wanted something, I would just buy a fucking shark card. I didn't care. And that was pretty much it. But yeah, I love the game. It is definitely a phenomenal game. But yeah, I don't know. Destiny's definitely got my attention. I'm periodically hopping on No Man's as well. Keeping up with some of my Quicksilver stuff. I'm trying to like slowly just make a big ass stockpile of Quicksilver. I'll go and pick up indium. I have 2 haulers now that are 48 slots. So now I have 2 big ass ships full of indium. That's literally billions of fucking units in the game. That's fucking wild.
I kind of want to get into some Red Dead again. I might start playing a bit more of that.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it because the lady besides Destiny has kind of been looking at Red Dead a little bit more as well too. So I'm like, me and her, we were religious about that. Day one, when online launched, we were on that shit, and we went the fuck off. Like, her and I were about that. And that was back in the day when there really wasn't shit to do online to level up or make money. So we only did PvP, and we would fuck people up. Like, we were ruthless at PvP.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, her and I were pretty savage when it came to that. But it'll be nice now because, like, every time I see her play, I'm like, holy shit, there's so much more that you can do just in the free world, Like, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
So.
And now with the naturalist role, the animals are finally back.
Yeah. Oh, they took them away? I hadn't known that.
Well, no, they didn't take them away. Just the servers were so broken at one point that there was no animal spawn.
Just didn't work.
No animals, yeah.
I like how you said that. Oh, no, they didn't take it away. They just weren't working.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That's crazy.
They kind of just let the animals run away and didn't replace them.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because that's how I would level up. I would just go hunting and then sell everything and rinse and repeat.
Yeah, that's how I made
my But then the animals stopped spawning. Then the jobs came out, which made it fun doing the different roles.
Yeah.
And then it stopped because that went quick, and now that the naturalist role, I like how they did the naturalist role. Though the experience, you don't get much experience from it, so it's a grind, which is nice.
So it doesn't make it so like you can just
Yeah, you
do
can't
that
just. I mean,
and like blast.
I guess you could power through it just by doing legendary quests, but that would defeat the whole point of the grind. Because what is it called? I think like you get stamps or whatever every time you like kill or sedate an animal and take samples or skin it, and you actually have to do every animal in the game to complete it. So yeah, that's really cool.
So shoot everything.
Yeah, shoot everything you see now. 1 star, 2 star doesn't matter. You gotta do them all.
Yeah. That's crazy. I think I did that in the single player. I did like all of the legendary hunts. I was just short of like a couple, I think, and then I needed to
Well, that's
spot
what's
a
new.
certain amount of them.
They finally put legendary animals into online.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really heavy into the game when it first launched, story-wise and online. Like I actually think I was gonna start a second playthrough to do like a different ending, but I was like, I think not.
Yeah, I kind of wish the story was a little longer.
Yeah, it was good though. It was really fucking
It
good.
was a really good story.
Yeah, the acting, everything, they put it together like very, very well.
Still not finished it.
All right. Oh, really? Damn. How dare you? It's a wonderful story. Can I spoil the ending for you?
Everyone dies when a meteor comes down. I'm just kidding.
Tuberculosis. That's the spoiler.
Oh, I know Arthur. I know Arthur dies.
You can't save him at
That's
all.
fine.
There's no way to save Arthur. He's just.
That's it, because there was different theories, isn't it? That if you don't go and speak to that guy as part of the mission and stand back from him with like your balaclava over your face, you won't catch TB.
Yeah.
And it'll change, and it changes the end of the story. But
No.
I've seen little
All
things like
speculation.
that. Yeah. No, I know all about that. That's cool.
That shit was like.
I'm still gonna carry on with it
emotional as
anyway.
Fuck though, because I started my Arthur off as an asshole, but like as I started to know the characters, I completely turned him around.
Yeah, I did the same.
So
thing.
like he started being way more compassionate with people, and it got so much more emotional at the end, like with John.
The sicker he got, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Arthur, you gotta start your path to redemption, buddy.
Yeah. like even to the point where like I ended up kicking out Strauss. Like you start fucking yelling at him, like you're a piece of shit. Get the fuck out of the camp. Like, whereas before I'd have been like, yeah, I'll go kill that guy. Oh man, yeah, that was a glorious fucking game, glorious campaign. But yeah, so that's really been on the menu. Mainly Destiny, I think, for a lot of us. We definitely have a solid cell that's still actively on GTA. So anybody listening to this that's interested and you want to play with Tyrants, we do have people that are playing other games. Just us podcast folks tend to drift to the same game at the same time. Sort of weird habit.
But what I am going to do is I am going to install Red Dead tonight. Because I don't have
it. Yeah.
Nice.
I like it. Yeah, it's going to be fun. That's going to be fun for sure.
Anything news-wise?
I don't think so. I think we're pretty solid on that. Oh wow! I realized I already had transitioned into the nerdy limelight. Oops.
Nice.
This is why I need a producer. All right. So, just to kind of detail for everybody, I think we talked about this the last time, so we announced kind of the format that we're doing. So I have 4 clips set up. It's one from each of us podcasters, and it's a clip from each of us that we're either proud of or we really like, whether it's happened recently or not. Like mine is actually from a while back, but it's one of my favorite clips of all time. So I guess we'll start off. What we're gonna do, we'll show a clip, we'll kind of talk about it, and then show a clip, kind of talk about it. Whichever way, we're gonna do that. And then next week, we're gonna be featuring some of our community's game clips, so people that are submitting content to us. So if you're a listener or a viewer, and if you're already part of Tyrant Collective, and you're in the Discord, go ahead, look for hashtag game clips, submit the game clip, and you have a potential to be featured in the nerdy limelight. If you're not part of the Discord and you are a Tyrant, scroll on down to that description, find the link, and come join us. And if you're not part of Tyrant Collective, well, you should be.
You should be part of Tyrant Collective.
Yeah, you should be. This is a great, wonderful home. So, let's drop that first clip. And this is me in Battlefield 1 around the time when it came out. A very wonderful clip of a massacre that I ensued on people. So here we go.
Throwing a grenade! Tossing a grenade!
Literally starts off with me tossing a couple of grenades and you see me get squad wipe and just the kill feed builds up. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And then I get on the mortar and I just start fucking robbing squad wipe. Yeah, this like I was this guy, I was that guy. For obvious reasons. Alright, there we go. And intermission 1. So I kind of detailed that as we were going along, but yeah, back in the day, I was a brute when it came to Battlefield 1, and that is definitely, I was going through all my clips for, doing this segment, and I'm like, this is the one. I gotta show this off, because, like, it's brutality. I think my best KD ever in any video game that's competitive and against other players was in Battlefield 1. It wasn't that match, but it was a different map, different match, and I got 51 in 1. Literally a 51.0 KD by the end of the match. And
see, for me, it would have been the other way around.
And it was brutal. I started off the match with just like a spree. I brutalized a bunch of people, and then I got into an artillery truck, and I was controlling the entire fucking map with it and just blowing people up. But yeah, that game used to be like my fucking game. It's so much fun. So this next clip is from Banger, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh snap!
I think I've watched this one.
I remember this one.
Yep. And he started off with the respawn. I think the ship was coming in for the storm.
Yeah, ship was just about to land.
The battle horn, fireworks, and then this shit. Stabby rip, stab, everybody.
And I think I killed everyone that was left alive, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I believe you did, because there was a shit ton of stormtroopers right there.
Oh my god, I'm watching it now. It's hilarious. It's just running around with a toothpick stabbing in the ass.
Yeah. Dude, literally, through the fireworks, everybody starts freaking out, and he's like, now that's
great.
Shit like that is the reason why Slendy hates Ewok noises, because we've tortured him with that game mode.
Ooga chaka.
Yeah, well, he'll be like a stormtrooper, and then the rest of us will be Ewoks, and we'll start like talking in Ewok, like Ooga chaka. And then he's like, guys, stop it. He gets like so worked up. It's fucking hilarious. Alrighty, and then our next clip is from Mr. StoneyBowski himself in Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I'll say, I was really confused at what happened to this clip. I had to watch it about 3 times to understand, like, how it started. It took me like till the 3rd time to notice the guy that was on the rock, and then he jumped in the water, and you're all like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I didn't even see that guy. I was just looking at the waterfall.
Yeah. Yep, and then you start seeing him.
So, the explanation behind that is when you shoot the animals with the sedation gun, you gotta shoot them a lot before they actually pass out.
Mhm.
So, majority of the time, these fuckers will run for the water before they pass out.
Yeah.
So, that guy was literally chasing it downstream until he could jump in and rope it and drag it out. It was hilarious.
There it is. It's coming up to shore.
I just stood there. I'm like, okay, he's fishing for deer.
Yeah.
And I like how he just casually pulled it up past me too. He's like, oh, nothing going on here, man.
I worked hard for this.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, because it took me a minute, and like I said, I didn't even notice it. Like in the beginning of the clip, you had seen him beforehand. You know, so it was like I just thought it was random, and you like started walking up to him, and he pulls a deer out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yeah, that was hilarious. And then this clip. All right, this is from the last Tyrant takeover, the manhunt, and
Who's managed to get it?
yeah, it's fucking crazy. A little bit of pretext. We created a roadblock. Eventually, that roadblock did something like this.
You're probably thinking,
How
did that happen?
You might want to move.
Oh man. Oh my. Oh my god. Such a big explosion. Wow. Holy
Yeah.
I think that started a chain reaction of explosions as well, didn't it, for all the cars that were queued up down the road.
Let me tell you, that was terrifying for me because I'm sitting there hiding under a house, hoping not to get fucking bludgeoned to death, and then I just
It was just 5 minutes of screen shaking, wasn't it?
Dude, it was insane. That's funny because I had no idea, and there was definitely a couple people. Nobody, I guess, noticed you throw the stickies, so everybody was like, "What happened?"
It's like you were saying last night, though. Wherever we seem to be populating for what we're doing, there's shit ton of traffic comes as well.
Yeah, it's weird.
It kept happening last night, didn't it?
Yep. Pain in the ass, dude.
But yeah, it'd be good to see some. It'd be good to see some of the community's clips in it.
Yeah. Yeah, last night.
All the cops kept showing up at every spot we were drag racing at.
Yeah, that was perfect.
At the first airport, they kept doing rounds for nothing. They were just driving around.
They were
show up by
driving
us.
too.
Yeah, slow driving. They flash their lights, turn it off, keep going. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, that was.
So your Rockstar were watching that. They must have.
I gotta go on Twitch and clip those parts because that shit is funny. You can't make that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as well.
Yeah.
And then didn't a cop jack a ambulance and run someone over with it?
Yeah, that was me. That was me. I was getting set up for our fucking level 4 race, bro. I'm in my car. I finally picked up my car, dude, and I drive out. I just drove out to the road, and this fucking ambulance comes in, goosh, T-bones the fuck out of me, and then I have 3 stars. I'm like, what? Like, I was so mad. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's so rude.
Oh, man.
And then we finally get lined up, and OG dropped the wrath of God on us.
Oh, we gotta get that clip too with everyone's voice.
That clip.
Yeah. That was
3,
hilarious.
2,
1. Go.
It even gave us enough time that our cars launched just a little bit before everything went to hell. It was so hilarious.
It's crazy because I had a solid lead in that takeoff that first time.
You did too.
Just a good lead. And then, boom, I got robbed, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was a good one.
Yeah. All right. So, that's the
That's
nerdy
why
limelight.
OG needs to be at every GTA event for that purpose.
Yeah, he does. Somebody's going to get orbitaled at one point.
You never know when it's going to happen.
Yep, it's just going to happen now. Man, So yeah, this is gonna be kind of how the setup's gonna be. We're gonna flesh it out, figure out. We'll still obviously feature either other communities out there or people that do VP stuff, everything like that. But we're also gonna be working towards engineering this to kind of feature and stimulate some TyCo stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the clips. And like I said, if you're interested in submitting, if you're not part of TyCo, come join TyCo because you should be, and then come submit some stuff. If you are part of TyCo, hit that Discord up, drop some clips, and you might get featured next podcast. Now on to the weekly Weebu. I was talking about this before we started recording. I've been slacking. I'm sorry, Banger. I've been slacking.
How dare you?
I know. Hey, at least I read Dragon Ball and I watched the last episode of One Piece, not the one that came out today. Now, those are like
right.
that's yeah, I've been slacking. It's just so much going on. By the end of work, I'm like, I just want to play Destiny and hang out with the kid, and then by the time the weekend comes, I'm jamming with y'all. Like, I don't know. We'll see.
Busy.
Yeah, it's been busy. But since I did watch One Piece, that last episode with Zoro's fight was fucking insane.
It's dope.
Yeah, I got some really gnarly screenshots.
Crunchyroll even on Instagram put that video of that scene.
Oh, really? That's cool.
On there, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that fight scene was dope, and it's cool to see a fight with Zoro that was just overpowering for him. He beat the shit out of that guy. Like, even to the point where he got stabbed. I think he intended on that happening. Because he let him stab him. Because he's got the observation hockey down. So he could have dodged it. But he needed the third weapon to just fuck the dude up. So that was really fucking cool. And then what else went on in that episode? Didn't Luffy didn't he beat somebody else up, or he beat up the last two guys?
He's still trying to figure out how to do what what's his name did.
Oh yeah, that force push thing.
To deflect, or just to make it deflect back to the opponent.
Find out how to envelop his hand in that energy though, so he got that step down, which is really cool. His hand got that Conqueror's hockey color to it, and then he just fucking drilled that dude. Yeah, it's pretty wild. He's just fucking those people up no hesitation. I'm interested to see because as well, kind of to double back to Zoro, I'm interested to see what happens with the weapons collector, because he just
he just walked away.
He just walked away. So he's obviously impressed by Zoro's resolve and skill. So there's got to be something like that. Maybe he's just going to put the sword back on the grave, wait for Zoro to come back, and then he's going to teach him some fucking crazy technique or some shit.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. What else happened? I think that was really it. They didn't really show much of Big Mom, but really interested to see what's going to happen when Big Mom gets there. Because
oh yeah, I'm just questioning if she's going to get her memory back or not.
Yeah, when she sees Luffy, right? You'd have to figure she would.
Yeah,
scary.
That or Sanji.
Oh, that's true. Oh, Sanji's fucking face. Oh my god.
Oh, he could die happy now.
And then he's like, I didn't see anything, Nami. And then he looks down. Oh man. So that,
Did you watch Fire Force yet?
No. I'm still halfway through the episode that came out 2 weeks ago.
So what, 3 or 4? Because episode 5 came out.
Yeah, I think I'm on 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if I don't know, because I'm doing the early days again, getting up earlier, so I'll probably if I don't feel like jamming Destiny in the morning, I'll catch up on some of that. And then we had Dragon Ball, the new chapter dropped.
Dragon Ball was fucking brutal.
Goku got a fucking hole in his chest.
And Piccolo has a matching hole.
Yeah, they're twins yet again. But Man, that episode's fucking wild. And I'm interested to see, because, like, one of the things that I realized is that, like, it showed somebody with, like, the angel suit and the angel staff opening the hole of that barrier, and then Miras was in his galactic patrol stuff. So I think that was Whis that opened it up, which is crazy, because if that was Whis, then he's breaking the laws as well as Miras is. So I'm really interested, because that's probably going to, after Moro's done, that's going to have to segue into now those angels are going to be, like, set up for punishment. And obviously Goku and them are not going to want that to happen, you know?
But I think because Miras, if in the earlier chapters, turned into the outfit of, like,
That's true. He could have
his
just
angel outfit,
changed.
so he could have just changed.
Yeah.
But who knows? It might just be Whis watching.
Yeah.
But did that, because he's not really helping. All he did was just open the shield pretty much. But Miras is the one fighting.
Yeah.
So,
that's
who
gonna
knows?
be wild. That's
Unless
be wild.
the like grand angel just says, "Oh, it was fine."
Yeah. And Whis already kind of did. I think he found an excuse for it, but how he turned back time in the Resurrection F movie. So, like, Whis does have his ways to kind of get away with shit. You know?
He's one of the favorites.
Yeah.
He's the favorite child.
So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen next. Moro obviously identified Miras as not a Galactic Patrol officer, so that's going to be cool to fucking see how that develops. Man, I don't know. Dende's obviously going to heal everybody up. I want to see what else fucking Vegeta does, though. I want to see how he's going to utilize, like, some of those other techniques he learned from Yardrat.
They could fuse, or they could use the rings.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's questionable.
Well, they did technically, like, seem to... Because back in the day, when Gotenks was the first thing, the first fusion that happened, they had claimed that, like... I'll have to go back and confirm, but I'm pretty sure it just combined their power and, like, only amplified it a little bit, but whereas the Patora earrings, like, amplified it by a shit ton, you know? So back in the day, it seemed like fusion was less than the Patora earrings, but in Dragon Ball Broly, they changed the narrative a little bit, and it definitely seemed like the fusion dance fusion was way stronger. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with that, if they're going to compound on that. Dude, I have this, like, it would never happen, but I have this, like, fan fiction just obsession of thinking about, like, imagine if, since there's all, like, different timelines in their universe, imagine if there's a timeline where they fuse as Vegito, and then in another timeline they fuse as Gogeta, and then those two fuse. And then they go to, like, the Super Dragon Balls that can, like, literally grant any wish, and they ask to be a permanent being. Imagine that. Imagine how fucking... they would be able to go, like, flick their finger, and shit would just disappear.
It'd be so questionable, because then that means that there'd be 2 Gokus and 2 Vegetas.
Yeah. But that's
mixed inside one.
Oh,
but
my
then,
God.
But then Bulma and Chi-Chi would have to figure out whose man is going to be who.
Oh, that's true. They were like, do we just share him now?
Oh, God, I don't even want to think about it.
They just enter into a fucking a polygamous relationship.
Because they didn't go Gogeta in the fight against Moro yet, have they?
No, they haven't fused at all. It was each of them have fought him, and then that's pretty much it. So yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, because they could fuse.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking might happen. Miras is gonna buy time for Dende to get going, and then they're probably gonna fuse, and then it's gonna turn into, like, a last ditch effort. But then again, like, I hope they don't mess with the characters of, like, because Vegito is the playful one, kind of. So when he fought Zamasu, I think he could have ended Zamasu, but he was having fun, and I think that's a little bit more of, like, Vegeta's personality that comes out, kind of. You know, he just wants to show off, show that he's stronger. Whereas Gogeta was like, bro, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, I'm going to end you. And the only reason why Broly's alive is because, you know, they used the Dragon Balls to, like, transport him to that other planet.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested to see, if they choose to do the fusion dance, like, I would hope that they just kind of make it, like, a good fight, a solid fight, but don't drag it out. Don't do the classic, the fight took so long that, you know, they unfused and then they had to do some, you know, last ditch, you know, everybody give me your energy, you know, kind of rinse and repeat style shit.
Because he already tried to do the spirit bomb, and that didn't work.
Oh, he did, didn't he? Was it like collecting?
It was on Namek.
Oh yeah, no, wow, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was before they came to Earth.
Yeah. Fuck no, it's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good for sure. I wonder if they're gonna try and like pull Broly in. Imagine that. Imagine if like
God,
they
that'd be
picked up
dope.
on it.
He's like, I'll be right back.
They're like on their way pretty much, and they knew about it, and like they, you know, but that would be a decent way because if they're thinking of doing fillers soon, that'd be a decent way to do it where they like do like a ship lands and then you see like his like fur thing around his waist or something, so you know it's Broly, and then the next chapter will be like them picking up on Moro's energy, all the shit going on Earth, and then them all choosing to go and help them out. That would be pretty cool because Broly would fuck Moro up.
Or Goku goes, "Hey, I'll be right back. Just hold him for a while." Grabs Broly and then just teleports him.
Yeah, instant transmission. I could see Vegeta and fucking Goku fighting over who gets to go. Vegeta's like, I know how to do your stupid technique now. Let me go.
It's like, why don't we just both go?
Yeah, Piccolo's got this.
Yeah, Piccolo got this.
He's got
just crying
arms.
over there. But dang, if they bring Broly, if they bring Broly into this fight, wouldn't that mean that Mario can take or like copy his ability?
Yeah, that's a problem. I didn't think about that.
Just two berserks going at it with each other.
That'd be cool. I'd pay to see that.
Damn. Oh yeah, I would.
All right. Well,
oh, and then Demon Slayer. I guess it's getting, instead of it coming out at the end of this year, it's going to be in next year.
Aw, damn.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that movie.
Unless like Japanese is getting it early and we don't get it till next year.
Somebody will fucking dub it. Or like put subtitles on it.
Yeah, because Crunchyroll put out the trailer again and said it's 2021.
I guess that's not bad though, man. I'm a huge supporter lately of this whole, you know, taking your time with shit, making sure it comes out good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can wait for that. It's nothing, no biggie.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, even though I've been slacking, I think we did have quite a bit to talk about in regards to Dragon Ball, so that was good.
Oh yeah.
Podcast outro. See you next week. So yeah, some exciting things this cast, guys. It was about an hour and 15.
Nice. Not bad.
Yeah. Been good.
No, I'm excited. We got a lot of big things coming, people. So if you made it this far, thank you for listening. Please make sure you share, subscribe, ring that bell, do what you got to do, get those notifications. We do this bi-weekly. Maybe if it becomes more of a viable thing, we could do more or do like flash podcasts or something. We'll figure it out. We still got to work out the kinks, but we might have a guest next week. Which I will let Den or Stoney take off with that introduction because I don't know her as well, so that would, you guys kind of can introduce who that's going to be, or if you want to save it for next episode, we can do that.
Den? Well, we'll save it for next episode.
Okay. Surprises, people. Surprises. Okay, so...
Yeah, so no wrong we've been gaming with her quite a bit now. That's
ooh, that just dawned on me. She's part of the OG Blackwater
OG
group.
Yeah, OG fucking.
You know, Blackwater Tyrant.
Twitter
Yeah, OG Blackwater.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess that's about it. Just make sure to let me know if that rooster's still alive, Stoney, because I still want to fuck him up.
I hope he is. I hope he didn't drown.
So did we figure out a name for him yet?
I don't think they did,
No, the only names I saw was in the Skype chat, which was TyCo or TyCo.
Yeah, pretty much.
We could use that.
Those are spelled two different ways, though. There's TyCock as one word, and then there's like Ty the cock, you know, so TY cock. Oh my god, hilarious. No, he's forever in my memory.
Oh my god! So
downloaded
while
that
you guys
picture.
were doing the Dragon Ball conversation, and I was muted, I turned subtitles on. And it's hilarious. Some of the words that it comes up with if it doesn't understand what you said.
That's hilarious.
So I've been screenshotting it. I'll send it to the podcast
that's awesome.
chat.
We gotta
It's
show
fucking
some of this
funny.
on next podcast. We should start doing shit like that because I
It's
think it
so
was me
funny.
and you. Me and you, we were doing the text to chat in No Man's Sky one day, and we were just dying because it was almost accurate most of the time, but then sometimes it would just fuck it up hardcore, and you're like, "What? What the fuck is this thing saying?" Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, everybody, very glad to have you. We will see you next time. As
Shout out to the
always,
community.
Stay nerdy. Yeah, shout out to all our lovely folks. Our peeps.
Yes, shout out to
We
you.
appreciate y'all.
Our subcore. Yeah, you guys are fucking awesome. Things have been booming. So, hope you guys enjoy. Bye.
Later.
Later.